Nisargadatta Gita by Pradeep Apte. The primary concept I am appears spontaneously and is the source of all concepts. So, everything is mental entertainment. The first time when you came to know that you are or I am, how did it happen? Did you play any part in bringing about this feeling? No, it came quite spontaneously on its own. In its nascent phase, the I am was pure, with nothing attached to it. It was non verbal. Gradually, as you grew up, the pure non verbal I am donned the guise of a verbal I am, with the so and so attached to it, and many more attachments followed. So, you can see that the primary concept was the I am. All other concepts followed this primary one. Now, after understanding and following the teachings of the Guru, you have realized that the I am is false. The root is cut. Thenceforth, whatever follows, can it be anything else but mental entertainment? This memory I am is neither true nor false. It is without these two attributes. That memory of beingness only appears to exist. What is it by which continuity is maintained in your life? By the memory I am or beingness together with I am so and so living in this world, and being so and so, I have these duties to perform. Just see the trick that has been played by the I am, and it is neither true nor false, but without these attributes. This can be said about the I am just as it be said about a dream. The fact of its occurrence cannot be denied, but its contents are false. The I am is an appearance on your true being and will always only appear to exist. It can never enter the realm of reality. The I am itself is the world. Go to the source and find out how it appeared and when. As your understanding of the knowledge I am becomes clear, you realize that everything rests on the I am. It is the very basis of the world that you see around you. Prior to the arrival of the knowledge I am, or during deep sleep, you never knew or know about the existence of any world at all. The I am is at the very beginning, so you have to go back to it, and not only go back, but spend a considerable amount of time there. Only then will you come to know how it came to be. The conviction that the I am and the world never existed can happen only to Parabrahman, the Absolute. As you abide in the I am, after fully understanding it or earnestly doing the sadhana practice as prescribed by the Guru, a moment comes when you transcend the I am. On this happening, both the I am and the world disappear, and you enter the Absolute or Parabrahman state. Only in this state will you have the conviction that the I am and the world never existed. The Guru is in that state. He has gone beyond the I am and this world. He is only using the I am or his being to communicate with anybody who comes to him. To stabilize in the I am, which has no name and form, is itself liberation. As you come back to the I am in its purest form, that is, as it was in its nascent state, and get stabilized, there you become devoid of name and form. The nascent I am is common to all, does not belong to anybody, and has no name or form. You have been in this state in the very early stages of your life when you prevailed in the I am only and knew nothing else. Apply your mind and try to recollect it, and then try to live it. The knowledge that is prior to thought, I am, is covered by a human body, which is a food body with the vital breath and knowledge of the self, prana and jnana. The very earliest I am was devoid of name and form, free from words, non-verbal. Gradually, as the processes of conditioning begin, the non-verbal I am becomes the verbal I am. You learn words and language which accumulate on the pure non-verbal I am. Through your senses, you perceive the body, which requires food and vital breath for sustenance. The I am identifies with the body, and you say, I am so and so. Despite all these coverings, the indwelling knowledge of the self, or the pure I am, is always there. It is only a question of putting aside everything, uncovering it, and getting stabilized in it, which is the sadhana practice that is being prescribed. Once you reach the state of I am and are aware of that only, you will have transcended all tendencies, vasanas. Vasanas, tendencies, or desires have a very strong pull and act as very potent hindrances in the sadhana practice. The obvious desires are easy to identify, but the subtle ones enter through the back door or are always stubbornly there in the background. The desire to be is at the very root and often missed. It has developed gradually over the years as the verbal I am, with the I am so and so. But if you recollect and are observant enough, it will be clear that when the pure non-verbal I am or sense of presence arrived, it had no traces of desire in it, although it was dormant. This pure I am, when desire was unexpressed, is presently your goal. As you abide in it with full understanding, a stage will come when you are aware of the I am only. It is only on reaching this stage you will have transcended all desires and they won't trouble you anymore. Be one with the self, the I am. If necessary, discard the words I am. Even without them, you know you are. You have to totally identify yourself with the indwelling knowledge I am in you. This knowledge I am, or sense of presence, has spontaneously dawned on you. It came without your asking or willing it to be so. When it came, it was wordless, just a feeling of being. And as long as it prevailed, words were not required, and life went on. It was only when your conditioning began that words and language intruded and soon took over. This takeover has been so complete that you cannot conceive of a life without words, which now exist as concepts. So, in order to make your meditation effective, you are asked to discard the words I am, because even without them, you are. The I am is awareness before thoughts. It cannot be put into words. You have to just be. When the knowledge I am dawned on you, you knew no words or language. It was an awareness without or before thoughts. When we are using words for communication, it should be quite obvious that they cannot be used to describe the wordless state. It can be hinted at or can be pointed out, but its real understanding will only come by being it. So, do away with words and just be. Then see what happens. The I am in you came from the I am in your parents, but only then could they be called parents. The fact that the I am came from the I am in your parents, or that your parents created you, is the usual conventional understanding. But just think of it the other way around. Your parents could be called parents only after you arrived, not before that. Before that, they were just a couple, prospective parents, but not parents yet until your arrival. Looking at it in this manner, in a way, you have created the parents. So, who created whom? Yet, we talk of all this being the reality. Is it? The I am is the divinity in you and cause of the sacred repetition, japa, in you, breath of Soham, I am that. The I am is the divinity or God in you and makes its presence felt through the sacred repetition or japa continuously going on in you in the form of breath. The ancient ones carefully observed the breath and found two subtle sounds in it at every inhalation and exhalation. When you inhale deeply and slowly, you can hear so, and when you exhale again slowly, you can hear hum. These sounds are called so hum, which in Sanskrit means I am that. Many practitioners do this meditation of focusing their attention on that breath and observing the sound so hum, which is regarded as a mantra, condensed sacred words with a deep meaning. The Absolute doesn't know that. It is. Only when the knowledge I am spontaneously appeared did it know it is. There is no question of there being any experience in the Absolute or the Parabrahman. All experiences demand the necessity of duality in the form of the experiencer, subject, and the experienced object. The Absolute is a non dual state. So, who is to experience what? Moreover, the Absolute does not require any experience or the need to know that it is. By the spontaneous appearance of the knowledge I am, it came to know that it is. Yet, it doesn't require the I am at all, for it is complete in itself, devoid of any wants. Become initiated into the understanding of what I am expounding to you. I am talking about the seed of Brahman, or I am, that I am planting in you. When the Guru is faced by a sincere seeker, he is very keen on imparting his knowledge to him. And this itself is the initiation. His teaching is very simple. He awakens you to the long lost I am, or the Brahman. He calls it the planting of the Brahma seed in you. It is just like on seeing or coming across something desirable, you want it desperately. The seeds of its acquisition are sown, because once the Brahma seed is sown in you, appropriate conditions prevailing, you will go to any lengths to bring it to fruition. That Brahman, or I am state alone embraces everything and is all the manifestation. You have to forget everything and merge with Brahman. Whatever you see or feel has the I am as its basis. The I am and Brahman are the same. All is the creation of the I am, or Brahman state. This you can also say from your own experience. Prior to the arrival of the I am, or in deep sleep state, did you know of your existence, or the world and the rest? It was only with the rising of the I am, that space which engulfs everything, came. As a part of the sadhana practice, you have to forget everything that is, all externalities, and become one with the Brahman. Whatever is created by the knowledge I am. There is no other path, only this conviction. This is it. The name and body arise from the I am. First, you have to develop the understanding that the knowledge I am is the creator of everything. This includes your name and form. Both are products of the I am. You must develop the thorough understanding that yes, this is it. The I am is the beginning and the end of everything. Then, once you have the understanding, you have to abide in the I am or constantly meditate on it. This abidance is done to make your understanding a certitude or conviction that is unassailable. This is the only way out. There is no other path. Abiding in the I am, which is God, you won't want to leave it, and then it won't leave you. The indwelling knowledge, I am, is the God or divinity in you. First, you must try to understand it very clearly without any doubts whatsoever. And if you have understood it correctly, you will not want to leave for even a moment. If you feel a sense of reverence and love for this I am, it is a sure sign that you have understood it. Then this divinity or God will hold on to you and not let you go. The I am is there even without your saying so. Once you understand the I am, there is nothing further to understand. The knowledge I am is ever there, residing in all at all times. Not a single thing exists which is devoid of the I am. It expresses itself through the five elements and three qualities. As the combination of the elements and qualities is, so the expression of I am. This expression could be good or bad depending on the combination, but the I am itself stands in its purity. Understanding the I am is the very basis of the teaching. That done, there remains nothing further to be understood. What follows hereafter is the sadhana, practice, which is the meditation on the I am. Your earnestness, sincerity, and intensity of the practice will determine further progress. When you are established in the I am, there are no thoughts or words. You are everything, and everything is you. Later, even that goes. As your sadhana practice matures, your conviction grows stronger and you firmly get established in the I am. That is to say, you are permanently established in the Turiya or the fourth state. In this state, there are no thoughts or words. Everywhere there is only the I am. You are everything, and everything is you. When you abide thus, the stage is set for your transcending the I am. Ultimately, that too goes, leaving you as the Absolute or Para Brahman. The I am is without ego. You can become its watcher only by getting established in it. When you are established in the Turiya or the fourth state, there is nothing else except the I am. It is the I am in its utmost purity, with no add ons at all. As a result, there is no ego either. Ego comes with the verbal I am. When you say, I am so and so, living in this world, with all this gone, there is nothing but the I am only. Without words, the ego disappears. By getting established in the Turiya or the fourth state, you become its watcher and stand apart from it. Watching happens to the Absolute with the appearance of I am. Then does it knows that it is. The Absolute or Parabrahman is as it is, formless and eternal. It does not require anything and is not dependent on anything. Watching just happens to the Absolute with the spontaneous appearance of I am. Just as you begin watching a dream, as it spontaneously appears, you are not actually involved in any of the events that are dreamt. With the appearance of the I am, the Absolute knows that it is, although this knowing is of no use to the Absolute, nor does it depend on it. Waking, dreaming, and deep sleep states pertain only to the I am. You are above these. The three states of waking, dreaming, and deep sleep that all of us commonly experience are in fact based on the I am or the Turiya, the fourth state. Different ways of similar fourfold classification are found abundantly in ancient literature. These are the four bodies: gross, subtle, causal, and supracausal, or the four forms of Bani or speech: Vaikari, spoken word; Madhyama, tangible word in thought; Pasyanti, intangible word in formation; and Para, source sound. Whichever way we may describe these states, your true natural absolute or Parabrahman state is above all these. The I am or Turiya only appears on the absolute and leads to the other three states and experience of the world. When you go deep inside, nothing is all there is. There is no I am. The I am merges in the absolute. After understanding the I am, deep, intense, continuous meditation is required on it. It should be in such a way that the knowledge I am meditates on itself, devoid of all bodily identification. When this is done, a moment comes when the I am disappears, or there is no I am anymore. At this moment, the I am merges in the absolute, quite similar to the ending or disappearance of the dream, and you, being as you are in the waking state, understand this I am business and stand apart from it. Transcend it. Just be. The Guru is indeed very generous. See how stubbornly he persists with you. He knows your potential and also knows that at least theoretically you understand his teaching. By repeatedly hammering away at the teaching, he wants you to get stabilized in the I am. For only then do you stand a chance to transcend it. He is constantly urging you or trying to push you into the Turiya or fourth state. This he does tirelessly and relentlessly with anyone who comes to him and in whom he sees a genuine seeker. So, after expounding everything, he says, now that you have understood everything, just be. The story of all of us begins with the I am. It is the starting point of both misery and happiness. No being exists that is devoid of the I am. However, it may happen the story of all begins with the arrival of the knowledge I am. Circumstantially, you may be conditioned in different ways, which, along with the combination of elements and qualities, is expressed accordingly. This expression could be good or bad. It could lead to happiness or misery. Either way, or whatever be the outcome, the starting point is always the I am. Prior to the appearance of form in the womb, the foodstuffs take the form I am, and that appears in 9 months. As said earlier, the I am is distributed everywhere in nature. The foodstuffs that the food body consumes also contain the I am, which moves on to the male or female gametes. The process of conception is perpetuation of the I am in the fetus. From birth till the age of 3 or so, the I am remains dormant and then spontaneously surfaces. So, it is the I am that appears and disappears, which we take as birth and death. Stabilize in the Bindu point I am and transcend it. Bindu means without duality. Bin without, do to. It is the I am again, and it has been given a new name for a better understanding. The Bindu point, which when split into two words, bin and do, means without duality. How is this so? As the focus of your meditation on the I am, or when the knowledge I am meditates on itself for a prolonged period, a stage comes when it is only the I am everywhere. When this happens, there is nothing else but the I am. It is a non dual state. This Bindu point is located nowhere yet is everywhere. It is there indwelling in you. Find it and get stabilized in it. It is the I am that investigates the I am. Realizing its falsehood, it disappears and merges into eternity. In this very moment, as you are reading through these lines, or as you ponder over them, who is it that is doing so? It is the knowledge I am investigating the I am. All this that you are doing has the I am in the background. The I am is the driving force behind this entire undertaking. It desperately wants to know what it is. As the understanding grows and it realizes its falsehood, it disappears. This done, there is nothing more left to do. You are then eternity. The knowledge I am is God. If presently you are unable to understand it, then just worship it. Despite all efforts, even after an enormous amount of study, you are still unable to understand the I am, what to do. Don't get disheartened. The Guru says there is a way out. To begin with, realize that the Jnana Marga, path of knowledge, is not for you. This realized, you must now resort to the Bhakti Marga, the path of worship. And what is to be worshipped? It is the knowledge I am, which is the God in you. Remember, both paths are complementary. Knowledge leads to worship, and worship leads to knowledge. It is only a question of individual disposition as to what suits you, but either way, you will make it. If you like, take the I am as your prarabdha, destiny. Become one with it. Then you can transcend it. Your destiny worries you. Will I be successful in life? Will I become this or that? Will I have a serious illness? And the fear of death, how it will come, is always lurking there in the background. But look what the Guru says. It is something not only astonishing but rewarding as well. It extricates you from all this bundle of worries and apprehension. Why not take knowledge I am to be your destiny? I will become the I am only and nothing else. That is my destiny. Abide in the I am only. Meditate on the I am only. Day in and day out. It is the I am only, everywhere and at all times. What will happen on the acceptance of the I am as your destiny? You will transcend it and be free from the crutches of birth and death, which is the greatest reward you can ever imagine. Along with the knowledge I am appears space and the world. When the knowledge I am departs, the world is liquidated. Think hard, apply your mind, and try to recollect the moment when the knowledge I am first appeared spontaneously and you came to know that you are. If this is hard, then try to observe what happens the next time you wake up from deep sleep. The I am space and the world appear almost simultaneously in one stroke, and then everything else takes over, and the fact that those three have appeared on you is obliterated. What is it that is holding this perception of yours? Is it not the I am? As long as the I am is there, you will perceive the the space and world. If the I am departs, both will disappear.